But then how do you track market share against that? This is where it gets really, really cool. So if you look at the Trends tab, what you will see is market share over time by brand that you choose there, and then year over year sales as well as average ticket size as it trends. So we're going to get some of these athleisure brands out of here, and we're going to put some more relevant brands. So I am going to go over here, and we're going to type in Nike. We're going to type in Adidas, Under Armour, and New Balance. All right, now we have our total market share. So you can see across the entire United States, in October 2023, Nike had 67% market share, and they actually dropped down to 66% market share. But we don't really focus. We don't want to focus on that. We want to focus just on our E segment. So I can go down here to go to segments, type in E, and then we're going to get our E urban diverse families, which we mapped. And then we can see with this particular segment, they actually have 80% market share with that segment, which isn't surprising. And then they have a 76% market share now. So they lost some. Who they lose it to? They lost it to Adidas, who had 13% here at the beginning of the year, now 15%. So maybe they're losing to the Stephon Curry fans. But we can see this huge dip in March. And I was like, what was going on here? You can see down here with their year-over-year sales where Adidas was up 163%. I actually looked on Perplexity. Adidas held this massive sale in March 2023, where they were doing 30% to 60% off on their, or 30% on their entire selection. And that was like super effective for Adidas because they, I mean, look at this. They had 30% market share at one point here in March. But yeah, I mean, ultimately Nike lost out a little bit on that. We need to gain that back. So now we can see by time how much market share Nike has of this particular segment. So what we just did, which is first ever to be able to do with psychographic segmentation, is we went from, hey, I want to know about Nike, but specifically Nike in their product line for the LeBron. Find those people on a map. We know how much they spend. We know what percentage of those people that spend. We can actually go activate media against the exact people we know that follow LeBron, and then we can look at the market share over time and see if we actually gained market share with that particular segment. So that's it. That's what I wanted to show you guys. If this was interesting to you, I want to invite you to follow along between now and January the 29th, when we're going to do the official release to the public of this PersonaLive spend features and data set. So I'm going to put a newsletter in the bottom of this. You can link to that, and then you can enroll to get those updates for that webinar on the 9th. So I hope to see you guys there. Thanks for checking this out.